Okay, so I grew up in a Christian house growing up, right? And this is one of the things that I'm probably most thankful for. One of the things I'm most thankful for in this life. What did it teach me? It taught me that I needed a savior, and I understood the concept of forgiveness very, very well. I got in trouble a lot. But this was sort of an understanding, right? I understood I needed a savior. I understood I needed forgiveness. But this thought just followed me throughout my 18 years. And then when I got to college, this understanding was about to face its greatest test it had ever faced. You see, the choice was my own. I could choose to follow Jesus without the clearest picture of what that meant, or I could attempt to figure it out by myself. The choice to blindly follow Jesus has become the greatest choice in my life, no doubt. Why? Because I have chosen to accept the single greatest gift of love anyone could ever receive. That's pretty awesome. And you know what? That choice has led me on one of the greatest adventures I'll ever go on in my life. And it's continuing to this day. It's had its highs and lows. And it's been personally challenging, riveting, exhilarating, loving, and comforting all at the same time. I've grown too much for words, honestly. But I'll say something. I'll say that this adventure has been very surprising. You know, when you're worried about, well, hold on, if I turn these guys down to go to the party, will I still have friends like tomorrow? Will I still have friends for college? I stand before you today with more friends than I know what to do with, right? Like, we were out till 12 last night just hanging out, having a good time, and on the way back we accidentally drove over a possum, and that was kind of fun. But I'm so thankful for that. What about finding a pastor, a Christian pastor, who likes going mountain biking and playing hockey? These things are surprising, you know what I mean? Anyway, it's been the most awesome thing. And getting baptized, what I'm doing right now, is a sign that I intend to follow Jesus and continue on this adventure till the day I die. And that's why I'm doing it.
It's been really fun to get to know David in the last 2 years. We have 2 years together, and I feel like this is easy for me. There's so much friendship here that's been formed, and I appreciate. I'm just thankful to God for that. Just to have friends in my life that want to do those things with me: mountain biking, playing hockey, all that stuff. He almost broke his hand, and we had to collectively discern how much we were going to tell his mom on the phone about that when we went. But we're still friends, so that was like the third time we went together. But David, I think, we talked about this morning about believing things, which he had growing up. He had this great kind of nurturing environment as a family of they're strong Christians. But when he came here, like so much of our conversations and our time together has just been, I'm watching these wheels turn of, is this real, right? Is this worth like the sacrifices and the choices, like when it counts to follow Christ in the moment? And what I've seen time and time again is, yeah, he's doing it. And I think that's the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our time together the last few years. And I think it's real. I think that what you're doing today is completely in line with who you are and what God's doing in your heart, in your life. And so I'm excited to keep going with you here for a few more years, or who knows what God will do there. But let's do this, right?
David, do you know that through your faith in Jesus Christ, you're now a child of God, you're part of His family?
Yep.
And are you, is it your desire to follow Christ in death to self and walk with Him in newness of life? Right.
Sit down, my friends. David, because of your faith in our Lord Jesus Christ, your desire to follow. Baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.